Let's look at the box office numbers for all other movies this past weekend, apart from the new releases like F1 and Megan. Now, Elio is still flopping for Disney really badly, and definitely you know now that it's going to lose Disney at least $100 million, and I'll explain why. First of all, it only grossed $10.7 million in the second weekend, which is pathetic. That's for its 3 day weekend. It's a 48.6% drop from its opening weekend. If you are comparing it to Elemental, that people were saying, oh, it's going to go bonkers, it's going to have staying power. Elementals did $18.4 million in its second weekend. Even if you compare it to other projects like The Good Dinosaur made 15.3, and that project was a huge disaster as well. That's a 60.9% drop. Onward was a major disaster as well for Disney, 10.6 million, 72.9% drop. Now, there is the other project, which is the Wild Robots, that did 18.9 million. But let's not even look at all that. The total right now for Elio is $42.2 million in the US alone, and it's only going to get to 65 or $75 million in the United States alone, which is a major, major failure for Disney. Other projects that are still at the theaters, projects like How to Train Your Dragon, it has crossed $450 million globally now. It is going to pass 500 million. I don't know whether it can get to 600 million, but it has finally broken even because it has made three times the suggested budget of $150 million. It's currently sitting at a total of $454.5 million worldwide. It has been able to get to it's been able to get to $200 million in the United States this past weekend. It made $32.7 million overseas this past weekend, and it's now currently at $254.4 million overseas. And then when you add it up, you're looking at $454 million. Now, this project from Alex Garland and Danny Boyle. Now, the 28 years later film crossed $100 million mark at the global box office. Now, that film made only, it made $13.7 million overseas this second weekend. It's currently now at a total of $52.7 million overseas. When you add it to the $50.3 million in the United States, it's now at $103 million. This is where it's currently at, but I don't think this film will be able to break even that easily. You have to look at Karate Kid. That is, the film has slightly broken even, but I won't say it's already there because the film has finally crossed $100 million. You're looking at the fact that it has made $50.8 million internationally, and the price, at least its budget, is $45 million. So when you add that into 2x, it's not yet broken even, to be honest, because I just realized it needs to get to $120 million to break even, and it has not been able to do that just yet. Lilo and Stage has crossed the $950 million mark currently. It's actually, sorry, it's not up to 950, but it's close to 950. It's actually at $946 million right now. I don't think this film can get to $1 billion again. Maybe 990, or maybe it will just crawl to $1 billion, but I just don't see it getting to $1 billion again. Personally, it's doing well. It made $13.1 million in the sixth weekend overseas. So it's still doing well, but I don't think 1 billion is locked, as people are saying that it is. Even Luis Fernando is saying that it's locked, but I don't see that being the case. Now, if we go to Elio now, Elio's overseas numbers are pathetic as well because it only made $11.4 million in its second weekend. Right now it's at $30 million internationally. When you add it to the $42 million in the United States, it's at $72.2 million worldwide. So that means this film will only get to 100 and $50 million. That is not just abysmal. It's gonna lose Disney at least $100+ million when it's all said and done. So this is the box office rundown. Ballerina, for instance, is still performing really badly. That film obviously has lost money. So there isn't much to talk about Ballerina at this point. Lionsgate will have to suck it up at this point and just take the loss. The film is really pathetically, performing worldwide. It's only just gotten to $55 million. So, guys, share your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel. Do like our content. I'll see you guys very much next time.